Hi, I'm Lynn Goldstein, and I'm going to talk to you today about packing your art supplies to go overseas. Now, I'm going to be talking primarily about pastel supplies, but this could actually be used for anybody that you can kind of take out some of the pastel supplies and put in other media in place of the pastels. Everything else might be pretty interchangeable. Okay, so what did I take? First of all, gotta tell you, I lost a boatload of sleep before I went to teach this workshop. I was very concerned about limiting the amount of supplies that I was taking. I keep just limiting and homing in on what's really important because I have taken supplies to work overseas before, but I really wanted to make it a little bit easier for me to carry around. Because you know what? Going to Europe is fabulous. Making artwork in Europe is terrific. Lugging all of the stuff, not so much. I used a carry-on with the most important things in the carry-on. That way, if my checked bag was lost while in transit, then I could at least start doing work the minute I ended up getting in Italy and being able to do work. My carry-on was a rolling backpack. Here's the rolling backpack, and that worked really well. It even worked on the cobblestones, which I found remarkable. Now, what I put in the rolling backpack were a few of the bare essentials. My pencil case, which I got in Portugal a few years ago, and inside the pencil case there are pencils and also sketching pens, a portable pencil sharpener, and my kneaded eraser. Now the kneaded eraser is put in a plastic container. You can see this plastic container, and it's great because you can just put that kneaded eraser in there and it doesn't get all dirty with dust and things that you don't want in your kneaded eraser. You can find these at any art supply store, and you're generally going to find it in the paint section. Now, of course, I had my sketch pencils, so I needed to have my sketchbook. And here was my sketchbook. You can see that it's small. It is a moleskin sketchbook, and it is approximately 5 inches by 8 inches. I love these because they lay flat, they're lightweight, and they're just a great product. The other thing that I put in the carry-on were several panels that I could use to paint in pastel. This is a UArt panel, and I had several of these, and I also had several pastel premier panels, and these were great to take on the trip. You want something that gives you some stiffness so that you don't end up having your work destroyed in transit. The other thing that I ended up bringing were several plastic envelopes, and these are what the plastic envelopes look like. They have adhesive at the top, and when you're finished making the art, you can just slip your artwork into the sleeve, and then it's protected for when you're going to take it back to where you're staying, and also ultimately when you take it back home. This is what one of those looks like with a piece of artwork slipped inside. Now, the other thing that I brought was my precious. I brought my pastels, of course, and this is a Heilman double sketch box pastel storage box. You can buy these from the Heilman company, and they're a wonderful, well-made product. This size is perfect for me. Do I have every single color that I own? Absolutely not, but I can get quite a lot in here. It's very lightweight, relatively speaking, and this little attachment makes it so that once I open this up, I can have it on my tripod, and then I can make this into an easel. So I put this on a tripod, and then I'm able to use this on the tripod, and then once this is opened, there is an easel attachment, and then it becomes an easel. So it's a great thing to use when you're working in plein air or when you're going to have to travel on a plane with your supplies. The final thing that I ended up bringing were some extra pastels. I happen to love Diane Townsend tirages, and they would take up way too much space in the Heilmann box, because you can see this is the size of a tirage. But I love them because they cover a lot of territory. The colors are just phenomenal, and I really wanted to bring those with me. So I brought 4 boxes of those, and they were in plastic boxes like this. And then I wrapped them in bubble wrap, and I was good to go. Now, for the things that I took on the plane and checked, one of the things that I took, because it takes a lot of space, is this tripod. And I discussed the tripod earlier, but this tripod is a Me Photo backpack tripod, and it is great because even though it takes up quite a bit of space in a carry-on, in the checked bag it was not a problem at all. And you can see that it comes in a nice case, and it's lightweight, and it is relatively small when it's folded up the way that it is here. I also brought a product that Heilmann makes, which is a little tray that attaches to the Heilmann box, and then you can put the colors that you're using in the box while you're working. I brought a small package of wet wipes. One of my favorite little things, my little cup that I can use for water, so that should I want to wet the pastels, I can do that. A roll of black artist tape. Surgical gloves, because I like to protect my hands when I'm working. And finally, some more panels, pastel panels, so that I have as many as I think I might need to get the work done while I'm there. I will be going back to Italy in October if you're interested in a workshop in Tuscany, and how could you not be? It's fabulous. I can't wait to go back. If you're interested, please take a look at my website, which will be listed at the end of this video. I hope that this video is helpful for you and you won't lose sleep when you're trying to pack for an event overseas with your art supplies. And if you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please follow me as well. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.